All right, well, I'm Chris Stone, and this is my beautiful wife, Deidre.
Hi.
And we started at this parish from day one in 1983.
Yeah, and we used to go to Mass in the school gym at Holy Cross, and we used to have to set up on a Saturday, put all the chairs out, take them down on a Sunday night, and we had lots of fun. It was a small parish, and
Great community.
yeah,
Great community.
and where this school sits now used to be a big wooded area, and we used to have bonfires and barbecues, lots of get-togethers with the parishioners. As again, it was smaller, so you sort of knew everyone. And yeah, we just had the two masses on Sunday. Sunday we had 10:30 Mass, and then we eventually went to 8:30 and 7:30. We couldn't do Saturdays because the school was used for the school, the gym, yeah. And then in 1994, they built the church. Then when we got the church, of course, the parish expanded, and lots of young families, and the need for the school became a bigger dream to get this going. Again, it took lots of fundraising and many years, and I cannot believe it's 10 years already.
Yes.
Incredible. I remember the day we had the blessing of the school, and 10 years already. Yeah.
The Archbishop says when you go into a community, you build a hall and a school, and then worry about a church, okay? But Father Dion was able to convince the Archbishop to allow us to build the church first, so that more people would come, so there would be more revenue to put in to building the school. Yeah. And the Archbishop went for it, and that's what happened. So the seed for the school was from day one. Yeah. The goal is we are building a school because we have so many kids in the area. This property was bought many, many years ago before the high school was even built, because it's in the Archdiocese. They see where the growth will be, so they have to buy way ahead of time. And I must put a plug here for the Project Advance. The Project Advance gives us funds, or not all of it, to raise money for schools, for churches, and we must never forget that now it's our turn to give back to Project Advance so they can help another parish, another school.
Yes.
Very important about Project Advance, and the foresight of the Archbishop and his committee in the Archdiocese to purchase the lands ahead of the movement of people. Yeah. Well, in terms of building the church, Deidre was the recording secretary for the building committee. So she was involved in every little activity that went on and all the dealings with Surrey City. We don't talk about that anymore. But it was the excitement of doing things because we were getting a church. And we knew, just like the movie, build it and they will come. Yeah. And that's what we did. We built a church and boom.
And not also were we one of the first Mass was October 2nd in 1983, and we came for the first time not knowing what to expect, you know. And then in 1984, I actually began working as secretary to Father Dion at the time. And then my loving husband volunteered me for the position of prep coordinator. So I did that.
Well, terrific for the parish,
yeah.
Let me tell you.
And so I did both of those until 1991, when it was just getting too big to handle both of them, and I gave up the office job and I just did so we were involved in a lot of things. In the CWL started in 1985, so I was involved in the founding members. Knights was, I think, 1987, and he was one of the founding members. And there's still quite a few of them here. But it was nice to build a church, as I said, and they'll come, and they came.
And they came.
And they came. We had to add masses, 5:30, 8:30, 10:30, 7:30, and then years later, 12:30, because there was not enough room for everyone that came. And young families, lots of young.
And that's why we needed a school so desperately.
Yeah.
You know, we have all these nice young families that we need to keep them in the Catholic faith in our parish. And that was a big motivation in raising the funds to get the school built.
Lots of fundraisings, CWL, we did bake sales, we had religious article room, funds went from that. We did some catering for funerals, and a lot of that money went to the church and to the school. I think they helped the library, if I'm not mistaken. And the Knights did, what did you guys do?
Our big fundraiser was a casino license, where we would be the sort of management team at the casino for a particular night. And we had lots of adventures doing that. We got into some trouble from time to time, but that's good that we survived it all. And we raised a lot of funds in those days for the parish. The other big item was a car raffle, where the church actually had to buy the car ahead of time. And then we go to different malls every week, drive the car in, that was my job, take the car out, and that's what we did to raise some funds for here. But again, that created community. It was very strong. You meet people that sometimes you don't normally see all the time, but it was the excitement of raising funds for the church. That was really a big plus.
Our 4 kids went through Holy Cross, and this is their parish. This is where they weren't baptized there because it wasn't here at the time, but this is where most of them did their first communion, their confirmation, they got married, their kids were baptized here. This was our life, and we were very involved, and so were they, right? It was just part of their life, and even to this day, this St. Matthew's is theirs. Well, we were lucky we have 10 grandchildren. The last one came into the school. The last one. So she's here now 5 years, 6 years, yeah. Yeah, because she's going into grade 6. Oh my goodness, she's going into grade 6. Yeah, so almost 7 years. And finally I got a grandchild in the school. We waited so long, and the kids just got older and older, and then they went off to Holy Cross, but finally we got a grandchild in the elementary school. And I can't say nothing but good things about the school, the principal, the teachers, all the staff, the parents, a really, really nice group of people.
What amazes me every time I come here when there's a school function on or during the school day is the discipline of the kids. And we know that starts with Principal Deborah and filters down to all the different teachers, and the kids respond so easily because it's a consistent discipline. Such a big element that you do not see in lots of other schools out there.
They have to kind of figure out where are people moving to.
Yeah.
Look at Surrey now. When Father Dion was told, I think he was in Powell River, when the Archbishop called him and says, "I'm sending you to Surrey." He says, "Where is that? Where is Surrey? I don't know where Surrey is."
I think
right?
he's kidding, really.
I don't know. Well, he grew up in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And then he was out in Powell River, and then Father Archbishop said, "I'm sending you to Surrey." That was Archbishop
Carney.
"I'm sending you to Surrey." Yes. Where is Surrey? And look at it today. Yeah, it worked out really well.
Father Dion finished the church, and they were raising funds towards the school, and then there was a shuffling of priests that they do from time to time. It was a sad day, I don't mind telling you, when Father Dion left. When Father Augustine came in with new vim and vigor, and then he says, "All right, now we got to get the school done." And Father Augustine is a very frugal man, and he cut expenses back even in his own living conditions. Just cut expenses back, just save everything to pump into the school. Let's get the school done. So that was the sort of feeling around here at the time too.
He's very good at raising funds and have a vision for what he wants to do. Yeah. So we've had some really good preschool. Like Father Dion was the longest. He was with us 20 years, and then I think Father Augustine was about 10 or something like that. And now we have Father Tran. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're doing well as a parish. We are growing. Also here from the beginning was Lorne, and Lorne was very instrumental in everything that took place in this parish. From, as I said, they had a shed, a barn we called it, and they raised the roof on that and made a building, and they had the meeting rooms used to be upstairs and was called the upper room. And then Father Dion's office was downstairs and my office was downstairs. And then with the construction of the school, Lorne was there from day one. Not with the school, with the church, and then day one with the school. And then day one with the extension that we've just put on here. So Lorne has been here since the very beginning, and everything you see has Lorne's touch on it. And he's done such a marvelous job. Marvelous job.
Well, it was the blessing.
Yeah. That was
the
exciting.
official opening. I mean, there were walkthroughs before. We were privileged to have been able to walk through the school, but it was the day of the blessing when the Holy Spirit is here among us now and shall stay here forever. This is the Holy Spirit's domain now, and all the kids will benefit from that. That's a highlight, a definite highlight for us.
Yeah. See all the hard work come together for the kids of the parish. That was it. Yeah. But it's exciting to see what has happened in this area. I mean, we've seen all the changes, from the swampy land that was back here and the where the rectory was, and when they lifted it and turned it and built it and the church. Lots of good times. Lots and lots of good times. All where you see all the fences behind there, all out there where the playground is, that was all trees. And that's it. We used to have Halloween parties, barbecues. September 21st is St. Matthew's feast days. We used to have corn roasts. It was a nice property, and people used to come, and it was good. Lots of good times. Yeah.
The fire department did come once and shut down our bonfire. I mean, I didn't realize in the fire brigade services they had people with no fun.
Well, for the parish, I just think, to me, it's a phenomenal parish with all the people, the parishioners. And for the school, very impressive. Absolutely overwhelmed at how wonderful everything is done here, and very impressed. That's how I feel about it. What about you?
My word for parish and school is awesome. You come here and the facility is awesome. You go to our church, it's awesome. It's one of the most beautiful churches in the Lower Mainland. That's my word.
And I'd like to wish St. Matthew's Elementary a very happy 10th anniversary, and keep up the good job, and see you in 10 more years.
And for me, happy anniversary. 10 years just flew by, and we want to be here for the next 10 years for the 20th anniversary. Happy anniversary, St. Matthew's Elementary.